155-pound division is first fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior holds a record of 2 wins, 2 losses. Representing Jersey City Muay Thai, help me welcome Joshua Shinderegan Rodriguez. His opponent fighting out of the red corner. This warrior holds a record of 2 wins and no losses. Representing Guareno, help me welcome Guareno. But the national division third person is trying to play against the referee with this contest. Nick Grant.
Here we go, folks. 3 2-minute rounds in the 155-pound division. Liam Tarrant and LG Pennell joining you here at K-Series 8. Rodriguez out of the blue corner, Guareno out of the red. Getting off to a fast start here. 10-point must decision system and the 3 knockdown rules in effect.
Neither guy is wasting any time warming up with their punches or they're even finding their distance. They don't need it. They're both right on point with hitting each other at the end of those big shots. Spinning kick just misses. Nick Grant almost getting catch the wind of it. Punch to kick combo. Nicely done by Rodriguez. Rodriguez has long, long arms. Are trying to find a home in Guareno's head. Nice body shots there.
Rodriguez pushing back, getting Guareno up against the ropes. Rodriguez doing a nice job owning his distance here. Moving, angling, not getting caught against the ropes. Warning from referee Nick Grant there.
Yeah, there are some clinching tendencies from Josh Rodriguez. It's hard to stay away from those if you're classically trained in Muay Thai or another martial art.
Nice teeps. Kicks landing solidly for Rodriguez.
Nice Superman punch there too as he skipped into range. Man, this round is flying by because of how action-packed it is.
Yeah, I would not like to be a judge for that round. If I was, I would give the edge to Rodriguez there. Seems to be doing a nice job angling, stepping back, and not getting caught against the ropes in spite of Guareno's best efforts.
Guareno's best weapon in that fight was his right hand, or in that round was his right hand, and the few and very strong knees that he was able to land. When Josh Rodriguez's hands are up, throwing punches or blocking punches, his rib cage is extended and he's very long in the torso. That makes for really heavy knees to be very damaging. If it hits the diaphragm, it makes it really hard for you to want to stand up straight, let alone punch, kick, or breathe very well.
2 more rounds to go. You're right, you mentioned the LG, with that much action, those 2 minutes fly by.
They both look really fresh still. They're just now starting to put on a sweat. Neither of them are breathing heavy. They're only breathing through their noses.
There you go, second 3 scheduled 2-minute rounds. Rodriguez, blue corner, Guareno, red. K-Series 8 in full effect.
Nice low kicks there from Josh Rodriguez. Guareno answers with one as well. I love the teeps that Joshua is throwing. It does a really good job of keeping his opponent right where he wants him, on the long range for his long strikes.
Yeah, it's done a nice job that he can strike from the outside. His opponent can't get anything back right now. Ooh, solid right hand, just as I was saying it.
You know, I think the reaction of the clinch there, which is technically illegal, was just a reaction from getting clipped on the chin.
Yeah, Guareno's starting to try to tee off here now. You can see it with the punches.
He has such a strong base, and he's really spreading his feet apart on the mat as he angles off to the left and right for those big punches. The further his feet spread apart, the more base he has to turn over his punches.
That right hand rocked back the head of Rodriguez. I think we can see a standing 8 count here. Referees saw something in Rodriguez being up that close. That'll make this a 10-8 round unless in the next 35 seconds Rodriguez can get one of his own against Guareno.
Very heavy shots from Guareno, including that low kick. Took the base right out from under Joshua.
Yeah, Guareno, you can tell he's starting to feel confident there, letting his shots go. Nice hook to the body. Rodriguez with 2 solid shots upstairs. Let's see if we can get a replay of that sequence that led to the standing 8 count there. Here we go. Wow, that right hand started the whole sequence off.
I think the number one thing to look for if you want to see how these trades are moving, the direction that they're moving in, is if you look at their base and where they're basing out on their feet. If their feet are wide, like Guareno's were at the end of that round, and his weight is on the balls of his feet rather than his heels, it's kind of a pouncing stance where you're moving forward with all of your momentum. Whereas with Joshua, he was kind of on his heels and his feet were closer together, trying to brace himself for the shots that were coming in. I think Guareno's going to be looking to close the show in this round. Joshua's got to keep his hands up a little bit higher and his chin down lower.
We've got 2 rounds to make it happen. This is the 3rd of 3 scheduled rounds here. And if Rodriguez wants to get back on these scorecards, he's got to pull out a big round or a stoppage here. Yeah, if you call the LG, Guareno is teeing off, and he's trying to get that power in early.
Nice body kicks from both gentlemen. Joshua Rodriguez was able to land his body kick up underneath the elbow into the rib cage of Guareno.
Rodriguez getting back to that movement that worked so well for him in the first round. Spinning shot doesn't quite land.
Joshua has a lot of success with this long jab if he can stay on the outside, but Guareno has a lot to say about that. He likes to step in and throw that looping right hand.
Oh, wow, what a shot by Guareno. That stumbled Rodriguez on his back foot just as Rodriguez was coming back.
Joshua Rodriguez is in trouble. His head's whipping left and right. He's on his heels up against the ropes once again.
I think he's on the verge of getting another 8 count if he doesn't start putting up some kind of an offense here.
Nice sharp right hand. It seemed to glance a little bit. When you're having success with the punches, stay with it. Shove him off and go back to those heavy punches that you were having success with. Don't play it clinching more.
You got to stay with the girl that you brought to the dance, buddy.
Nice long jab there from Guareno.
Ooh, solid headshot. 15 seconds remaining. Will Rodriguez make it out?
Joshua's staying in the fight. I'm shocked that we haven't gotten a second 8 count.
He has an iron chin.
Wow.
Ooh.
For Joshua Rodriguez to be the one that rings off the last 2 big punches of the fight after that round is incredible. You're right, iron chin says it all.
Wow. that was a back and forth battle. I'm not sure how the judge is going to call that.
You know, one reason that Joshua might have been able to weather that storm is because his upper body was so loose that when he got hit with a heavy shot, his body just moved with it. It wasn't necessarily a collision of momentum where his body was stiff, moving towards the direction that the punch was coming in. But that's got to hurt.
Guareno opponent Bernard Hopkins doing push-ups in the mid-ring. Yeah, I had it, honestly, looking at it for myself, I had it to Rodriguez in the first round. I think from the second half of the second round up until like 3/4 of the third round, I think Davin Guareno started taking over and rushing ever since that standing 8.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you, and what the judges are probably going to be giving the edge to is where they saw more damage coming from, and that might lean towards the red corner in this instance.
And here we go, folks. The score is in hand to our announcer, Anthony Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 2-minute rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. With your winner, by unanimous decision, coming out of the red corner, Davin Guareno.
Davin Guareno out of Rigoro Gym taking the victory there, but I'm telling you, Joshua Rodriguez won the hearts of this audience out of Jersey City Muay Thai.